Hey everybody. Listen, we all have dreams, right? But sometimes there's this invisible force holding us back. That's self-sabotage. It's that little voice whispering doubts, making us procrastinate and keeping us stuck. Well, guess what? Today we're kicking self-sabotage to the curb. We're diving into proven strategies that will empower you to unlock your full potential and finally achieve those goals you've been dreaming about. We're not just talking about theories here, people. These are actionable steps you can start using today. By the end of this video, you'll have a toolbox full of techniques to silence that negative voice, break free from those limiting beliefs, and start living the life you deserve. Trust me, if I can do it, you can too. So buckle up, get ready to take some notes, and let's do this. Okay, let's get real for a second. How many of you have ever had a goal, felt super motivated at first, and then, bam, you hit a wall, you start procrastinating, doubting yourself, or finding every excuse in the book to avoid doing the work? Yeah, we've all been there. That, my friends, is self-sabotage in action. Now, self-sabotage isn't about being lazy or lacking ambition. It's actually a sneaky defense mechanism. Our brains are hardwired to protect us from discomfort, and sometimes that means keeping us stuck in our comfort zones, even if it's making us miserable. Think about it. If you don't try, you can't fail, right? Wrong. The biggest failure is letting fear hold you back from even trying. But here's the good news. Once you understand what self-sabotage is and how it operates, you can start dismantling those bricks and build something incredible in its place. A life filled with purpose, passion, and achievement. Awareness is key. All right, now that we've acknowledged the self-sabotage monster lurking in the shadows, it's time to shine a light on those sneaky triggers that set it off. You know what I'm talking about, those specific situations, emotions, or even people that send you spiraling into self-sabotaging behaviors. Think of it like this. Your self-sabotage has a MO, a modus operandi. It operates in predictable patterns, and once you crack the code, you take back your power. Maybe it's the fear of failure that makes you procrastinate on that big project, or perhaps it's a particular person who always seems to trigger your self-doubt. I want you to grab a journal or open up a note on your phone and start tracking your self-sabotaging behaviors. When do they tend to pop up? What emotions are you feeling in those moments? Are there any common denominators? Knowledge is power, my friends. The more aware you become of your triggers, the better equipped you'll be to anticipate them, navigate around them, and ultimately break free from their grip. Let's talk about those pesky negative beliefs, those insidious voices that whisper, "You're not good enough. You're going to fail." Yeah, those voices are liars. Your thoughts are not facts. You don't have to believe them. These beliefs stem from past experiences or societal conditioning, but they don't define you. Challenge these beliefs by asking, is this really true? Reframe them with positive counterstatements. Focus on thoughts that empower you. Let's talk about goals for a minute. We all have them, right? Big dreams, exciting aspirations, things we want to achieve. But sometimes those goals can feel so overwhelming that we end up sabotaging ourselves before we even start. Sound familiar? Here's the thing. Self-sabotage loves overwhelm. It thrives on it. When we set unrealistic expectations or try to do too much at once, we set ourselves up for failure, and that's when those negative voices start creeping in. So how do we combat this? By breaking down those big, audacious goals into smaller, more manageable steps. Remember, you don't have to climb the entire mountain in a day. Focus on one step at a time and celebrate each milestone along the way. Instead of setting a vague goal like "I want to lose weight," make it specific and achievable. For example, "I will work out for 30 minutes 3 times this week." When you align your goals with your values and passions, you create a powerful internal drive that will propel you forward, even when things get tough. Listen, we weren't meant to do this alone. Having a strong support system is crucial for achieving our goals. When you're feeling discouraged, who are you going to call? Who's going to lift you up and remind you of your awesomeness? That's right, your dream team. It could be just 1 or 2 trusted individuals. These are the people who will celebrate your wins, offer encouragement, and give you a gentle nudge. So identify those who uplift you and reach out. Ask them to be your accountability buddies. And remember, accountability is a two-way street. Together, you can achieve anything. Let's be real for a minute. Self-sabotage often goes hand in hand with unhealthy coping mechanisms. You know what I'm talking about? Those behaviors we engage in to numb out, avoid uncomfortable emotions, or distract ourselves from what's really going on. The problem is, these unhealthy coping mechanisms only provide temporary relief. In the long run, they actually exacerbate our problems and keep us stuck in a vicious cycle. But here's the good news. We can break free by replacing them with healthy, empowering coping mechanisms. Try movement, mindfulness, creative expression, or connecting with loved ones. Be patient with yourself and celebrate every small victory along the way. Let's talk about self-compassion for a minute. It's something we often neglect, especially when we're caught in the cycle of self-sabotage. We tend to be our own harshest critics, beating ourselves up for every mistake, setback, or perceived failure. But guess what? That kind of negative self-talk is not helpful. In fact, it's incredibly damaging. Here's the truth. We're all human. We all make mistakes. We all stumble and fall. It's part of the journey. The key is to learn from our experiences, extend ourselves grace, and keep moving forward. Self-compassion is about treating ourselves with the same kindness, understanding, and support that we would offer to a loved one. It's about recognizing that we're doing the best we can with the resources we have in any given moment. Remember, you are worthy of your own love and compassion. All right, let's talk about the power of routine. Now, I know what you might be thinking, routines. Are you trying to suck all the spontaneity out of my life? Hear me out. I'm not talking about rigid, soul-crushing schedules. I'm talking about creating a framework for your day that supports your goals, reduces stress, and minimizes opportunities for self-sabotage. Think of it this way. Our brains love patterns. When we establish consistent routines, we create neural pathways that make it easier for us to stick to healthy habits. On the flip side, when we lack structure and routine, it's easy to fall back into old patterns of procrastination, distraction, and self-sabotage. Now, I'm not suggesting you have to plan out every minute of your day, but having a general framework can make a world of difference. Start by identifying the non-negotiables, the things you need to do each day to feel your best and move closer to your goals. Remember, your routine should support you, not stress you out. Get ready to unlock the power of your mind. Today we're talking about visualization, a technique used by elite athletes, successful entrepreneurs, and high achievers across all walks of life. The reason visualization is so effective is that our brains have a hard time distinguishing between what's real and what we vividly imagine. When we consistently visualize ourselves achieving our goals, we're essentially programming our subconscious minds for success. We start to embody the feelings, beliefs, and behaviors of the person we aspire to become. So how do you actually do it? Find a quiet space where you can relax and focus. Close your eyes and imagine yourself achieving your goal in vivid detail. Engage all your senses. What do you see, hear, feel, smell, and taste? Make it as real as possible. The more you can embody the feeling of success, the more you'll attract it into your life. So, make visualization a regular practice and watch as your dreams begin to manifest in reality. Okay, we've talked a lot about the importance of setting goals, overcoming obstacles, and building healthy habits. But here's something that's equally important: celebrating your progress. That's right. It's time to give yourself some credit for all the hard work you're putting in. Here's the thing. When we're constantly striving for the next milestone, it's easy to overlook the small wins along the way. But those small wins are crucial. They provide motivation, boost our confidence, and remind us that we're making progress even when it doesn't feel like it. So how do we celebrate our wins effectively? First, we need to acknowledge them. Don't downplay your accomplishments or brush them off as no big deal. Take the time to savor the feeling of accomplishment, no matter how small the victory may seem. Next, find ways to reward yourself. Now, these rewards don't have to be extravagant or expensive. It's about finding things that feel celebratory and meaningful to you. The key is to create a positive association with your accomplishments. Wow, we covered a lot of ground today. We talked about what self-sabotage is, how to identify our triggers, challenge negative beliefs, set realistic goals, build a support system, develop healthy coping mechanisms, practice self-compassion, create empowering routines, visualize success, and celebrate our wins. Listen, I know it can feel overwhelming at first, but remember, you don't have to do it all at once. Start by implementing one or two of these strategies into your life, and as you start to see progress, add in more. Remember, breaking free from self-sabotage is a journey, not a destination. There will be ups and downs, setbacks and breakthroughs, but with each step you take, you're moving closer to unlocking your full potential. So keep believing in yourself, keep pushing forward, and never give up on your dreams. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel for more content like this and share it with your friends. Now go out there and crush it.